How long have you guys lived in the area? Oh, wait. Actually, first say your names real quick.
Okay. Linda and John Henseling.
Yeah. Okay. And how long have you been in the area?
I have lived, I moved here from Williamsport in 1969. I was not quite a teenager, at that time. So it's a while that my family's from here, I did move away in 98. I lived in Harrisburg for a number of years, and we just actually decided to retire from Harrisburg.
And we moved.
We bought a house up here, and 3 years. Is it 3 years? 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years now. So I'm back in the area. Like I said, my brothers, sisters, parents were here. My kids are here. This is our second marriage, So John is from Philly.
Yeah.
And how did you end up?
Are you from Philly?
Oh, it's a long story. I moved out to Gettysburg. I got laid off. I was in Philly. I got laid off from where I was working, and then I went out. My brother-in-law lived down in Gettysburg. We went out to visit him. Liked it out that way, so we bought a house out there. Got a job out in the Harrisburg area, and then I was down that way for quite a few years. Got divorced. Moved to York County for a little while, and then I met my current wife, Linda, and we moved up to, she was in Harrisburg at the time, so I moved up to Harrisburg, and when we bought a house in Harrisburg, and we were there for, I don't know, about 13 years or something, and then I retired from my job down there, and we found a house up here, and she wanted to move back, and
well, he liked it up
I
here.
liked the area up here.
It didn't matter to me where we lived, but he loved this area. He just loves it.
Yeah.
So, and of course I did because my family's here too, but I grew up here, so I knew, pretty much.
Yeah.
So here we are,
what
happy.
are some of the big changes that you've seen, like being back and forth between like here in Harrisburg and back again, from like the time you grew up to now?
Well, 11 and 15 is the big thing, that has changed. I can remember my father saying, boy, I hope I live long enough to see 11 and 15 finished, because, my father used to, travel from Williamsport to Harrisburg, for a job, and back when the Clarksville Bridge was just a 2-lane, Yeah, so.
Yeah, I remember when this was.
And I remember when it was, I remember when it was like that. So as you can see, it has changed quite a bit, especially if you're not originally from the area, if you've been to Harrisburg anyway. But that and the whole traffic circle, that, I don't know if you're familiar with the traffic circle?
In Shamokin Dam?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar. I've heard
Okay,
that.
well, the Sunbury Bridge, the traffic circle used to go around. Talk to Bo Fasshold. He'll show you pictures. That's another thing. I was hoping he'd be here.
He actually is.
Is he?
Yeah, he was the first one here.
Is he? Okay. And isn't he something? I mean, he's a walking book of knowledge in Selinsgrove. His father, though, is the one that really, saved things too, and knew so much, the old fellows, but the old fellows are going, so it's to have somebody like him that held on to things and that still has the interest is fantastic, because a lot of your small towns don't have that.
Yeah.
So we're very fortunate, very fortunate. I just went on Facebook. I discovered some things that pictures he's posted on there, and my jaw just dropped. I'm like, I didn't even know these things existed, and I was just hungry for more, it does. It makes you just, you want to know more about it, it's just the whole area.
But even my short time with her, because we'd come up here to visit her parents and stuff, and, businesses have changed, and, along the strip and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
And
business.
even in town.
And of course, we grew up at the park, Rolling Green Park, that was there, and Friday night it was $1 stamp night, and you could ride all the rides, that was.
Have you seen the businesses change and along the strip and stuff.
The mall being built, you know.
That was before mine.
The whole bypass that was put in. See, none of that was there. You know, it was just all. Yeah, there's been some changes for the good, some changes. You know, if you grew up here, you know, it was sad. They're sad changes in a way, you know, because just like now, you know, you have to do it, but you hate to see the farmland and things like that get built up and changed. But I'm like my father. I'm hoping I live long enough to see the new bypass.
Yeah.
Because I hate that strip. I have for years. You know, I hate to shop it. You hate it? Isn't that awful?
Well, I'm on the varsity track and cross country team, so like we go up to Bucknell all the time, and Bucknell is literally like 10 miles up the road.
Yes,
It takes us
it
30
takes
minutes.
I
I'm
know,
like,
isn't it
why?
awful?
It's like I can
And
go
it's-
to 3 towns back home in the matter of 30 minutes.
You know, when I left here, that was the thing that I was the happiest about, was not having to living in Harrisburg. We lived in Lingelstown actually, so we were outside
Yeah.
of Harrisburg. We had Allentown Boulevard, which is 22, and to shop. Okay, it was so easy to get from A to B. You know, we'd come down from the house, boom, you can do your shopping, you go home, you're back at home in the country in no time. You know, not here.
Yeah.
No, there's one way in, one way out. It's awful. And these poor truckers that have to go through here, you know. But no, you know, and I've even seen changes with the Amish, you know, since I was younger. You know, their culture seems to be
Shifting?
yes, yeah. I really hate seeing that though, but and I don't understand why, but
We don't get much interaction with the Amish,
Yeah,
really.
unless you go up to Port Trevorton. But
yeah, they're changing.
Mhm.
They're changing. But and that was a big thing in this area too, you know. But I don't know. I've seen a lot of changes, but we go to Philly and he sees 10
Everything
times
changes. so it
10
doesn't-
times more down there, but yeah. It's still a nice place to live.
Yeah.
You know, I do. I love it here. Nice country area. Now, where are you from?
Actually, we're from like.
Yeah, we're like, I'm
Our
like
towns
30
are right
minutes
next-
Oh,
outside of
really?
Philadelphia.
Oh, isn't that something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but if I say the town, no one really knows unless you're from the area.
What is it?
So.
He's from.
Pottstown?
I know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've been to Pottstown. My family's some family buried there.
Yeah, my parents grew
I'm a
up
in genealogy.
Upper Darby and Drexel Hill, so like I'm down there all the time
Okay.
with family. And
Yeah.
so,
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah. See,
like,
that's how
even
we
from
were
being
always
a
up here.
kid To now, like there's so many changes in that area that
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
my favorite donut shop's gone by my dad's house. It makes
Yeah.
me really sad.
Aw.
It's the worst when like the good places go out
Oh,
of business.
yeah. With us, it was an ice cream store. It was a Hers Dairy store, and that's where we always were when we were kids. You know, in Williamsport anyway. Down here, we were in the country, so we lived down by what's the name of that nursery? Out there,
Where?
out 204, where I used to live.
Oh. Yeah. Right there by the radio station.
Yeah. Do you know where the radio station is on 204?
I know
You don't-
which one is. Haven't gone down it.
Oh, you haven't
Okay.
gone down.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay. Well then, yeah.
They used to live right
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
creek there. That was part of the state school.
Yeah, it was that property was owned by the Selinsgrove Center.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
we have one of our runs goes through that.
Yeah, my father was personnel director for the Selinsgrove Center.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
and back then that they left people with families with that worked for the state, were allowed to live in the houses that were on the property, type of thing. So
Okay.
we lived there until he left, got married.
Really interesting. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.